Okay, welcome to a new episode. Today you join me at probably what most enthusiasts would call Honda Paradise. We're at Type 1, right along Kampachidori, which is one of the busiest roads in Tokyo. And we're here to see the new Type R. So basically, Spoon has been working on their new demo car for a while now, and they've just completed the last part for, I guess, stage one of what they're doing with it. And that car is upstairs right now, but before we do that, I thought I'd do a little quick walk around of the Type 1 workshop. So Spoon is actually divided up into two main buildings. One is the main Spoon headquarters where the offices and warehouses are, and also the main engine build room. This is Type 1. It's basically their workshop where they receive customer cars, do work on them, and also build on their cars. And obviously with the whole collector thing happening, even with the older Civics and Integra Type Rs, restorations are something they do more and more of, which we'll see upstairs. But one really super cool thing about this place is that they've actually made a window that looks into the main street where the guys here build the engine. So as you're walking past here casually, like, you know, this person's cycling by, you can actually look at Honda engines being built, or Spoon engines being built rather, which is really cool. I could actually stay here hours just looking at these guys do their thing. Since I came here last, they've added some really cool like parts cleaning machines here, so they can sandblast or whatever they do here to clean up parts before being assembled. One of the coolest things about this place is the lift that they've actually integrated into the shop. So being on two floors, they somehow had to bring cars up efficiently, quickly. So they left this space out for this platform that kind of lowers down, loads up cars, brings them up, and that keeps business running throughout the day. Again, like a lot of shops in Tokyo, Spoon is neighboring with big, like housing estates, 993. So it's an interesting place to be putting a shop, but then again, if it's Japan, it isn't. This is the Type R, which I've just finished shooting. But first, a few more cool cars that they're working on. A pair of DC2s. Again, as I was saying, restorations are becoming one of the main things that they've kind of been asked to do by customers, which is general maintenance to keep cars running. So this DC2 has just gotten fresh rotors, and it looks like the seats are probably being reupholstered, because if you know your Hondas, you will know that that red will fade out pretty quickly. This one could be a nice donor car for a Built by Legend project. Speaking of that, this is the prototype side exhaust manifold that they developed together with the Built by Legends guys. And we'll definitely be doing a video on that car. So if you checked out the story, or rather the video that Larry and I did on the BBL Civic, the car is almost close to production now, or close to being stripped down and colored. So once that all comes together, we'll definitely take a closer look at it, and of course take it out for a spin. So as you can imagine, like a lot of famous tuning shops in Japan, Spoon gets a ton of visitors. Like even today, you know, just a random day in March, I think 3 or 4 people just came to visit, a couple of guys from Singapore. And people can leave their pictures, they can sign, just leave a message. They've kind of expanded it because they started over there, now there's a second wall here. But yeah, Super Taikyu S2000. As you can see, it participated in the ST4 class. And of course that famous Spoon hardtop, which kind of extends all the way to the back to kind of create this ducktail. Possibly one of the coolest parts you can add to an S2000 in my opinion. So Spoon's development started with this FL1 over here. So this is, I guess, the entry level before you get all the way to the FL5, which is a Type R. They've been working on this car for over a year. They've kept it simple. It's basically their philosophy, not to upset too much of that exterior balance. So, you know, you get their wheels, the legendary 5 spokes, like a matte black finish. They don't really do much with the rear. Even on the Type R, you'll notice that they've kept the slide type calipers. And there's 2, possibly even 3 extra spaces being held up by this platform here. This elevator section actually goes up to kind of line up here so that these cars can be moved, and this extra space fully used. So it's a really well-designed workshop. So this is actually my first time taking a closer look at this car. I actually tried to go to the Honda headquarters in Aoyama when it was first launched, and they didn't have the car. It's crazy. I went back a few months after that, they still didn't have the car. So I've seen a few on the road, but I've never actually had a chance to go, up close and kind of take in all the details. And I have to say, I'm quite impressed with the way this car is built. I think for the money, it's an impressive package. And basically what Spoon have done here is taken that package and just refined it a little bit. So as you can see, it sits quite a lot lower, probably a good inch lower on KW two-way suspension. Again, we find the 5 spokes, and behind we have the factory Brembo 6 spots. And what Spoon have done is basically added their straight slotted rotors. So two-piece rotors, got a floating mount there on the belt. And they've added slightly higher friction brake pads and braided hoses, so basically just upgraded the braking package so that it can actually go on track. First thing that really impressed me when I opened the door here was how very simple and kind of minimalistic the interior is. Nothing fussy about it, has a very simple dash design. And what Spoon have done is further refine that by adding their steering wheel, the kit that holds up all the buttons. We have a Spoon shifter and a nice Spoon bucket seat with sparkle belts. And then for the passenger side, this is a soon to be released reclinable. So we have one of the 2 exterior touches is basically this carbon fiber spoiler, which is held up by this swan neck stay. But since this is a Spoon car, the Spoon logo is a crane. This angle here, I just can't digest. I don't know, maybe it'll grow on me. I really like the front. I really like everything about this car. It's just this rear end doesn't really do it for me quite yet. Definitely looks better than the stock car it's based on. Give it a bit of aggression and pump those fenders. It just changes the whole car. Another cool thing is the collection of bumpers here from older old race cars. That's the Super Taikyu S2000. I'll have to be educated here, but of course that's the NSX. FK, previous generation Type R. And this one is FD2. Okay, I thought I should definitely be giving, or at least sticking these Speed Hunter stickers and my own logo on the wall there. Okay, so we got it done. I got the Dino DC one here and Speed Hunters. So yeah, let's talk about this. This is another of Spoon's demo cars. This is the N1, but the RS version, so the high performance version. Again, a tiny little K car, super practical, 4 doors, 5-seater. So this runs an aftermarket turbo. You can actually see it through the grille.
Oh, smooth.
And a carbon
fiber air duct.
Air duct,
Yeah.
with the gold shielding for temperature. You can see the yellow cam covers, and of course, the billet oil cap. So power
100.
100. Wow, that's gonna be fast. Because I think these came with maybe 64 horse.
64.
Yeah. So I mean, percentage-wise, that's a significant, like what, 35% more horsepower. But one thing I really wanted to show you guys is where the engines get built. So take a look what they're doing. But I guess we should look at this last. Let's start where you guys begin. So from gearboxes to engines and heads, it's all done here. Perfectly clean. This is OK series. OK series, and then pistons and conrods are basically weight match, so they line up as many as they can and they select the set that kind of match all the weights. So basically they're using the most balanced setup possible. And you can see them lined up here. So these are all weight balanced already, right? So this is what a Spoon blueprinted engine assembly looks like. You guys still make, you still build the engines at the Spoon building? No? Oh, everything is here? Okay.
We can keep the same temperature for whole year.
Whole year, which is what, 20?
Yeah, 20
degrees.
20 to 25.
So 31% humidity and around 20 degrees all year round.
Top one is piston weight, 332.07.
Yeah.
2.16, 0.20, 0.56, every distance is different. But the bottom one is assembly weight, 968.98.
0.98 across the whole form, my god. Those are some tight tolerances.
Yeah, exactly the same.
Amazing. So there you have it. That's why Spoon engines are always such smooth revving and very responsive.
Honda service manual makes 2 gram difference is okay.
2 grams?
Yeah.
Okay.
But 1 gram, 1,000 gram per 1 gram is 0.01, 0.1 gram,
Yeah.
0.1%.
And this is what it looks like when it's finished.
Yeah.
So this is the finished, blueprinted Spoon motor. And how much is this package, like complete, if somebody was to come here and have their engine reassembled?
About 1 million yen.
1 million yen.
Yeah.
So this is where, you have washing machines and dishwashers at home. This is what Spoon uses to clean parts. Oh my gosh. It's like we're in the kitchen or something.
Yeah.
Ah, the oil pans
We
again.
wash the old pan.
Wow. So this is prior to being repainted, recoated?
Yeah, and we have to clean inside.
Yeah.
So we make we add this plate for the buffer plate.
Baffle plates, yeah.
So, but it's welding, so have so many dust.
Yeah. So you have to clean it
too
up.
much clean.
Sure. I just want to say a big thank you to the guys here at Spoon because they're always so friendly and they open up the shop and allow to see you all the crazy work that they do for their very demanding customers. I hope you enjoyed taking a look at the FL5 and let me know below if you want to see more of these kind of tuning shop tours or any comment you may have. Feedback is great. So thank you again.